We all have plans and wishes for the new year, don't we? So do F1 drivers. In this video, we'll reveal each F1 driver's resolutions for the year and the 2023 season. But before we dive in, we must wish you a happy new year and encourage you to achieve all your resolutions. In the case of Formula 1 drivers, the resolutions are linked to their performance on the track and their position in the driver's standings. The new season gives them the opportunity to show their true talent on the circuit and make amends for their mistakes in 2022. They can start from scratch and exceed everyone's expectations. Max Verstappen. Resolution: stop causing fights and talking rubbish on the radio. How to do it? Stop being frustrated and solve social problems in private, not on the track. We all remember the dispute between him and Perez, or him and the team, at the end of the 2022 season. I have my reasons is no reasons to be selfish at a time when he had nothing left to lose. He only had the team win to gain in addition to the individual win. Sergio Perez. Resolution: to stop Ricciardo from winning back Red Bull from taking his place in 2024, to accumulate more points to be next to Verstappen in the standings. How to do it? Be more communicative with the team, be quicker in qualifying. Communication would help. Let's face it, Perez doesn't talk about anything but Mexico, Mexicans, and their traditions. He doesn't offer much to talk about in a discussion. Open up, Checo. Charles Leclerc. Resolution: let him take his role as team leader seriously to win the race in Monaco. How to do it? Take his strategy seriously and make his point. Stop making rookie crashes. He's cute, as everyone says, but very sensitive. At home in Monaco, he's overwhelmed every time by emotions or inadvertently draws a black cloud over his car on the track, a cloud from which it rains and rain that damages his car. He's also very sensitive because after every silly accident, he almost starts crying instead of getting stronger and more fierce on the track. Hope you'll become the man that the F1 male fans want you to become. Lewis Hamilton. Resolution: to regain his title as team leader, to win the World Championship. How to do it? Give it his best shot and get out of the state he was in at the end of the 2022 season, which seems to be happening. Even in his Instagram post at the end of the year, Hamilton wrote that he's focusing on the good of 2022 and not what went wrong. There's so much to celebrate this year, it's easy to focus on the negative, but we have to remember the good, and so much good has happened. This is the year I finally traveled through Africa and saw so much beauty it was almost overwhelming. The year plus 44 came to life. The year Roscoe turned 10. It's so important to look toward the light and embrace being open and letting our guard down. Let's be compassionate to ourselves, to others, and our world. Thank you to everyone for the love, energy, and passion in 2022. I'm proud of all of us and rooting for us all to succeed in 2023. Okay, Ham, but let's win the bloody World Championship. George Russell. Resolution: to prove he's better than Hamilton, to prove that winning in Brazil wasn't just luck. How to do it? Seize opportunities and focus on how he drives and not how Hamilton drives. Avoid collisions. Here's his final thought about 2022. Dear 2022, thank you for the memories, for the challenges, for the smiles, for the struggles, for the victory, for the defeats. You've been a hell of a year for many different reasons, personally and professionally, but one that I'll forever remember. Cheers. Esteban Ocon. Resolution: to win the Alpine team leadership title by the end of the 2023 season. How to do it? To take advantage of his 3 years of experience in the Alpine team. Ocon has a new teammate. That takes him out of the comfort zone he's been in with Team Alpine. Pierre Gasly. Resolution: to win the Alpine team leader title by the end of the 2023 season, like Esteban Ocon. How to do it? To start the season strong and beat his old karting rival. Gasly is changing teams from 2023 and seems to be nostalgic about the relationship he had with his former teammate. He and Yuki Tsunoda were very good friends. They shared a passion for music and celebrated every success with a karaoke session. Lando Norris. Resolution: to prove he's the leader of the McLaren team, to be as good as he was in the 2022 season. How to do it? Take advantage of the big team's poor races, keep his performance levels up. Lando Norris performed exceptionally well in 2022 and was behind the Mercedes drivers in almost every race. That's why a big plus for him would be to take advantage of the bad days of the drivers from whom the top spots on the track are reserved. Oscar Piastri. Resolution: to be better than Daniel Ricciardo, so to approach Lando Norris's level of performance, to become a true Grand Prix driver. How to do it? Get more than 37 points and finish within 85 points of Norris. That's because Ricciardo has accumulated 37 points by finishing within 85 points of Norris. Ricciardo and Norris formed the most harmonious team in 2022. They were teammates with a best friend relationship, even better than the relationship between Gasly and Tsunoda. The downside for the McLaren team was Ricciardo's poor results, which is why in 2023 he won't be on track. Many McLaren fans were, and perhaps still are, fans of Ricciardo for his charisma and always an upbeat and funny mood. Maybe in 2024, we'll see Ricciardo back on the circuit every weekend. Valtteri Bottas. Resolution: fighting to be part of a future Audi team, to prove he's a better driver than Zhou. How to do it? Win more qualifying races, prevent rookie Zhou from reaching a higher level of performance than him. Bottas's experience at big teams like Mercedes should come to the surface and make him a real leader. Bottas would need to have at least a flawless season for the future Audi team to see him and consider him as a potential driver for their team. Zhou Guanyu. Resolution: let's continue to be as good as we were at the end of the 2022 season, finish the 2023 season with more points, and in a better place in the driver's standings. How to do it? Annoy his experienced teammate Bottas. Beat him on track. Fernando Alonso. Resolution: have a quiet partnership with Aston Martin. Take advantage of the car's improvements for the 2023 season. How to do it? Don't allow Lance Stroll to become the team's number one. Have a very good relationship with his teammate. Lance Stroll. Resolution: make the most of the close battles on the track and win points. How to do it? Stop making stupid crashes, especially with teammate Alonso. Kevin Magnuson. Resolution: don't create bigger fights between him and Hulkenberg. Not to get involved in team debates so as not to cause arguments. How to do it? Focus on the track and put Haas back in the spotlight and among the big teams. Maintain his image as a wise and experienced driver, but become faster. In 2022, Magnuson had the pinnacle of his career at Haas. He was P1 in one race but lost his position in the first half of the race. That's why Magnuson and Haas are looking to move up in positions both at the start of the races and in the end of season standings. Nico Hulkenberg. Resolution: to prove he deserves his place on the circuit, to work and be fast and strategic enough to get into the midfield battle. How to do it? Work very well with the Haas team and beat Magnuson in every race. Reach a notable level of performance. Yuki Tsunoda. Resolution: move to the next level of the pilot's social hierarchy, to achieve much better victories and results in 2023 than alongside Gasly. How to do it? To be much more careful in practice sessions to avoid accumulating penalties. Make no more mistakes on track. Nick de Vries. Resolution: to become the first driver after Red Bull, to overtake Tsunoda and prove he can drive a Formula 1 car. How to do it? To accumulate no or as few penalties as possible. Drive as regulation as possible, but at the same time be fast. Have a clean season. Alex Albon. Resolution: use his title as Williams' team leader to build a respectable and solid reputation. How to do it? Appear more often in Q3 and dye his hair red. What's the story of red hair? Well, during the 2022 season, Albon visited an orphanage in his native Thailand. There, children dyed his hair red. He returned to the circuit with a new look, specifically in Melbourne, where he had a great race and finished 10th. That's when he earned his first point for Williams in the 2022 season. When he went back to his natural hair color, Albon never performed like this on the circuit, so for Miami, he dyed his hair red again and had a great race. Looks like red hair is good luck for Albon. Logan Sergeant. Resolution: become Albon's best friend, or just have a much closer relationship than Latifi had with Albon. How to do it? As the only F1 rookie of the 2023 season, he needs to keep the racing smooth and the season clean. He also needs to fit in with the team and be friendly. Let's hope his idol isn't Verstappen. Logan Sergeant is 22 years old and a 2022 graduate of Williams Driver Academy. He began his karting career in 2008. In 2015, Sergeant won the CIK FIA World KFJ Championship and became the first American to win an FIA Karting World Championship title since Lake Speed in 1978. In 2016, he made his debut in the Formula 4 UAE Championship with Team Motopark. In 2019, he moved up to Formula 3, and in 2021 to Formula 2. Sergeant hasn't exactly entered a strange world now in Formula 1, since in 2017 when he was in Formula 4, he raced against Oscar Piastri.